Welcome back to Get Golfers Moving. If you're new here, these sessions are all about moving you from the desk, from the chair, taking you through some movements, taking you through some kind of positions that are going to be more beneficial for you to then go and play some of the best golf of your life. So all we're going to need for these sessions is somewhere comfortable to lay and sit down. Sometimes we're going to need a golf club as well, but today all we're going to need is a mat or your carpet at home or anywhere that you can lay or sit down comfortably. So as always with these sessions, we're going to start on our backs. We're then going to work our way onto our knees and then finally end this session in a standing position, ready to go and complete the rest of your day. So if you're new, welcome, and it's good to have you here. Let's come down to our backs. Now from here, all I want us to do is just work a little bit on our breathing. So I just want you to think about trying to take a really deep breath. So generally what happens when we're kind of sat at a desk or sat down for long periods, we end up breathing across the top half and into our chest. But now I really want you to feel like you're taking breath from deep within the stomach. So really try and take a full deep breath in. Try and feel the belly there. And then really deep breath out. Good, just go through this routine a few more times. So full deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Almost using your hands to feel that you're filling this up with air. Good, one more deep breath here. Good, now with your feet tucked up, all you need to do is just drop both knees over to the left-hand side. Keep both shoulders flat on the mat, and then just drop both knees over to the right-hand side. And I just want you to kind of move these knees like window wipers over from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. Now what I really like about these sessions is not only are we kind of waking up your body after being sat down for long periods, also just giving your mind a little bit of a kind of time out and time to kind of restore itself. So it's just within 10 minutes we can do a lot. And whether you're returning back to the desk or whether you're off on your way to go and play golf, either way, you're going to be much more prepared for whatever it is you're going to do after this session. So just keep moving the legs from left to right. Just try and drop those knees down. You might find that your range just slightly increases as you do this. And also just be a little bit aware of wherever you're feeling the restriction. So if you're feeling it across the lower back, be aware of that. If you're feeling it in the hip, be aware. If you're feeling it in the thighs, be aware of that. Just kind of take a little mental note. Good work. Come back to the middle now. Just make sure the feet are kind of back even and tucked up towards your bum. Now from here, keep both shoulder blades flat on the mat. Take both hands up to the sky. So I've got both hands out now, both feet grounded to the floor. Then all I'm going to do is push the feet into the ground to lift my hips up. So as I push my feet down, my hips can raise up. And then when I get to the top, I'm just going to squeeze my bum as hard as I can. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then slowly release back down to the floor. We're just going to do a few of these here. Big squeeze here. So what we often find is this is a great way to counteract any long periods of sitting. So where we've been sat for long periods, the front part of our hip gets very, very tight, and the back part of our hip gets really kind of like hot and flat and no good to us. So we're just trying to reverse that. So again, even if you're going back to your desk, it's going to make sure that you've kind of repaired some of that damage from the earlier part of the day. If you are going to go and play golf, then this is going to make sure that you're much more prepared to go and play some good golf, hopefully. So give that bum a big squeeze. A few more here, you guys are doing great. And last one here. Good work. Come all the way around for me onto your stomach now. So you just roll round onto your belly. And from here, what I want you to do is tuck your toes under. Feel like you're trying to keep your hips nice and flat on the mat, but just bring both hands up towards your shoulders. Now from here, all we're going to do is we're going to press into the mat, lift our chin up, and just try and push our chest up and away from the mat. And as I do this, I keep my hips drilled to the ground. And if I feel any kind of pressure or tension coming into the lower back, I'm just going to squeeze my bum as hard as I can. So squeeze my bum as hard as I can, and I'm just lifting myself up. I'm going to take a full deep breath in, full deep breath out, slowly lower back down. So again, if you're feeling any tension in the lower back here, just go to a range that feels comfortable for you. And a really good way to protect yourself against that is to give your abs and your glutes a big squeeze. Full deep breath in, full deep breath out. Good work. Let's come back down. Let's do a few more of these. And last one here. Good work. So from this position down on the ground, I just want you to tuck your knees up now so that you come onto your knees and onto your hands. Now from this position, we're just going to do a little bit of work putting some load into the upper body, so into the shoulders, the arms and the chest. So what we do is get a nice comfortable position with your knees, and then from here you're just going to rock yourself forward so that your shoulders come over your wrists and you feel the pressure come into your hands. So this might be the position you started in. Just rock yourself forward so you feel this more into the hands now. Now from here we're just going to take our elbows back at a 45-degree angle and just slowly lower our chest down towards the mat, and then just press ourselves back up. Really just trying to keep some load shifting forward, trying to keep our weight over our wrists. 2 more here. And last one. Good work. Now from this position, what you can do is shift your hands over to the right hand side and then bring the left foot up to meet the left hand. So I've got a left foot forward, right knee back, and now I've found myself in a really good stretch position for our hips. So we've got left foot forward, right knee behind right hip. And from here, I'm just going to take my left hand and place it on top of my left foot. If that doesn't feel too comfortable, you don't feel too stable, you can place it in the side. It's nice to keep it on top of the left foot because it's going to keep that left foot pinned directly to the mat. Then what we're going to do from here is just wiggle around a little bit with our hips. Make sure we're taking a nice deep breath still. As we do this, we're going to feel a stretch coming to the left hip. We're also going to feel this coming to the front of the right hip as well. Nice full deep breath in, full deep breath out. Good work. Now what you can do from here, place left hand down onto the mat or onto the foot as it was, and we just take the right hand and we can just start to open this right hand up. So what I'm doing is going to start to rotate from my shoulders, feel the stretch reach to the sky. Good work. A few more on this side. And last one here. Nice work. And then all we can do from here is just take this left foot back, bring the right foot forward, and repeat on this side. So I've got right leg forward, left foot back. Just work a little bit around in this stretch to start off with. Just get a little bit of movement in this right hip. A little bit of a stretch in this left kind of front hip flexor area. And then again with the hand on the foot, so right hand on right foot, we just open up now from the left side. If you're struggling with your balance, you can always place your hand on the inside if you want. Just rotate around. Really trying to open up from the shoulders. Last one here, guys. Fantastic work. Now, what we're going to do now is just do a little bit of work in a deep squat position. Now, this will depend on how far down you can go. So I want you to start in a top position here. And then all I want you to do is allow yourself to come onto your toes and then just drop your hips down. So this is where you're going to start. So whatever's comfortable for you to come onto your toes and drop down. Again, if you've got any knee pain, ankle pain, anything, skip this section, no problem at all. But from here, all I want us to do is just try to have a little play on what positions are available to us. So just with my feet up, and my heels up, sorry, onto my toes, just ignore the dogs. All we're gonna do is just rock from side to side, keep these hips kind of opened, and then just as time goes on, I can just see what becomes available to me and kind of how much movement can I get, and does that movement increase as I stay here just a little bit longer. So I'm just using my arms if I want. I can have my hands placed on the floor if I want. I could be even up here if this is where my movement is. But I just want you to get used to just spending a little bit of time in this position here. It's a great position to release off any tension in our lower back. Great position to kind of get a little bit of movement in the hips and free up the hips a little bit if we've been sat down a long time. And also it's just good to spend a lot of time in this position in terms of our general health and well-being as humans. So if you're a human and you've got legs, this is great for you, which I think you probably all are. Just another kind of 10 seconds or so in this position. Just moving around. And then what we're going to do is place both feet down on the ground and lift our hips up. And from here, all I'm doing is keeping my legs, I've kind of slight bend in my knees, but all I'm going to do is just let my upper body become really, really heavy. So my upper body now is really heavy, and it's going to give me loads of extension coming to the back and side. And then all I'm going to do is just shift my hips from left to right. Just shifting my hips from left to right, just kind of shifting my weight from left foot to the right foot. The weight is in my heels. I'm going to make sure I'm taking a full deep breath in and a full deep breath out. Really just kind of becoming lazy with the upper body. And then slowly I'm just going to move myself up to a standing position, but I'm going to do this kind of brick by brick from the lower part of my back. Very slowly, slowly bring myself all the way up into a standing position. You guys can remain standing. And then all we're going to do from here is just start to work a little bit on the shoulders. So for the sake of video, I'll come down to my knees, you guys up standing. So all we're going to do is take the shoulders all the way up and then squeeze them all the way back and then round. We're going to try and get some full movement in the shoulders. Pull the shoulders all the way up to the ears, take them all the way back, down and round. 2 more of those. Shoulders all the way up to the top, all the way back, down and round. Last one here. Shoulders all the way to the top, pull them back, down, and round. Good work. Let's do a little bit of work on the neck. So just going to touch left ear to left shoulder, and then just lift the chin slightly. Full deep breath in, full deep breath out. Good work. Let's take right ear to right shoulder. Full deep breath in here. And a full deep breath out. Good work. Then just let your head become very, very heavy. And then to finish, let your head feel as light as possible. Almost feel like someone's trying to pull your head up from your shoulders with a little bit of string. Just let your head become very, 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 very light. And that, guys, is how I'm going to leave you for the rest of your day. Fantastic work getting today's session done. Remember, you can subscribe to this channel, you can like this video, and that means you're just more likely to get notified if you click the bell of all of these videos as they're released. Hopefully you guys can start making steps towards playing better, pain-free golf and avoiding all the issues of needing to be sat down at your desk all day. Fantastic work. Enjoy the rest of your day.